What's up, Tommy?
What's up?
The recording's in progress, and we are ready. Rellism Raw Sports Talk, episode 142, part 1. We all out here hype about this college football game, USC.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that.
Utah. All for different reasons. I hate USC, but I need it for the money. You know what I'm saying? Brandon trying to get his Bama boys back in there. I mean, they've won enough, Brandon. God damn, how much more you need to win?
Give it a rest.
We lost last year.
How much more you need to win? Touchdown. God.
We have different standards than.
What up, GM Tommy? What up? What up, Swoll Daddy? Welcome back. And we got the HNIC out here jinxing me and killing me. God damn it, Brandon. You are the jinxiest mom. I swear to Brandon is the jinxiest person in the world. I swear to God. I love you. No, I love you. I saw your mom today, yo. I talked to her for a minute.
Oh, did you?
You looking good, yo. Definitely, yeah. We talking about you and your brother, definitely, man. So what's good, fellas? What's good?
Been a good week.
I like the old piss. I like it, Swoll.
I do like that. Yeah.
Big
Did y'all beat them?
Yeah, they did. They did.
I mean, I don't pay attention to mediocre SEC teams. That's why I talked to Brandon about Bama. You know what I'm saying? Mediocre, like Richard Sherman. Mediocre Crabtree. Anyway, thank y'all for watching on YouTube. Listen on Anchor and Spotify. GM Tommy's running that Facebook page with his signed jersey out here.
Yeah,
that's hype as I don't know what.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Glad you got that.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yo, that's dope as crap, dude. I can't believe you were waiting in line for Russell Wilson, though.
Nah, I'd go with
he is too, baby. I'm glad you got it. You deserve that, Tommy. You deserve that.
Made my year.
December 15th, McAdoo's live show. Y'all ready?
Oh.
Yo, it's gonna be off the chain. It's way different than O'Neill's. Nothing against O'Neill's, but it's gonna be a whole different setup. And it's gonna be a lot easier for us to do our format. You know what I'm saying? Love for my Commanders, love for the Black Mamba, and all the love for my mama. Keith, I hope you get better, man. I hope your leg gets better. And my family is going through all kinds of sickness. My son's in there right now sucking on oodles and noodles. So we out here doing things. But Rellism Sports Talk, we talk about sports from Hall of Famers to the local talent, which is next Wednesday. I'm gonna have JMU alumni, biggest fan, Cord on the show, to the big time storylines. Oh my goodness, guys. I got people overseas ready to be on the show. It's gonna get real crazy. Real crazy. I got somebody in England and damn, where's Jackie from? Jackie, don't kill me. Don't kill me, Jackie. Don't kill me, Jackie. Don't kill me. But yeah, man, we talking about all kinds. We're doing global out here. You know, we're doing global stuff out here, but we're going to start off with the college football playoffs. Talk about Thursday night football with Swoll Daddy's mediocre team. QB drama and dilemmas. If we get to it, we'll get to the coaching carousels and then the rest of the big time storyline. But the college football playoffs right now, money's everything. And now next year, it's going to be more than 4 teams.
Is it next year or the year after?
How they say next year?
Next one's 2024.
Oh, it's 24. You're right. You're a year after.
Now.
So building onto that, we see the teams right now. The reason why I bring it up, because like Brandon's boys is hoping for a loss by a team, whatever. But you look at it, like Georgia, they deserve to be there. Michigan, who just lost their star running back, done now. Because we saw in the NCAA tournament in basketball, when somebody goes down, it changes all kinds of things. How come Michigan doesn't get that? TCU, who do they play? Like Brandon already said. And then USC. My thing is, why is Ohio State out of here? They only lost 1 game to the number 2 team.
No, I can tell you what.
State lost to the 11th straight team. Go ahead, Brandon.
They got destroyed at home.
Handed to them.
But was it destruction or was it just momentum type things?
They got handled.
I watched that game.
If you get handled at home and that big, if we we lost 2 games by 4 points, both on the last play, to the number 1 team and the number 3 team.
I'm all for Alabama being there. That's my whole point.
You get if we would have got destroyed at home by Auburn,
it's a different argument.
Auburn, but Auburn,
Michigan and Auburn.
They got destroyed by the number 3 team in the country.
But I mean, the destroyed at home definitely.
Nobody.
I keep saying destroyed. It was tied at half or real close.
It was in the trenches. It was in the trenches. They couldn't move them.
Watching the game, you knew that they was not going to win.
I feel what you're saying. I'm just to the point where it's like, okay, TCU, who did they play to even deserve to get there? Swoll, you like these mediocre teams like Mississippi State. Why does TCU deserve to be there? Go ahead and say it.
Well, it's an undefeated season. I mean, the trials.
So what? UCF and all these other or whatever.
that, their best player went down at the QB position. They had to sub in the guy who's basically a minute man, and he's won every game that he's played. You can't turn that away. You can't flinch at that. He deserves to be in the playoffs. If he wins the Big 12, I mean, and he's basically doing like what, 3 other
Big 12 though.
Who's he playing in the Big 12 championship game?
Oh God,
you don't even know. That's my point right there. You don't even know.
Kansas State 9-3.
You didn't even know who they're playing, Swoll.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter. Because if they lose it to a sorry Big 12 opponent, they're immediately out, right? Because they're strength of schedule.
So what? So them beating a sorry ass opponent puts them in the playoffs, Swoll?
Yeah, undefeated. Undefeateds go. Undefeateds go. Undefeateds go. Don't even argue this. Undefeateds go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Tommy,
go.
Go ahead. Finish what you're saying. Go ahead.
I finished. I'm gonna let you speak now.
Tommy. So we're talking about TCU and all these different things going on. Would you want to see TCU in the playoffs, or would you rather see a 1-loss Ohio State or a 2-loss Alabama, like Brandon said, in the closing seconds or whatever? Who deserves these spots?
Oh my God!
I'd rather see TCU in the playoffs.
Thank you.
As a football fan, and not
because you're
a fan of the
as
playoffs.
a football fan.
I'm not a fan of the college football playoffs. I'm a fan of college football. And any team that goes undefeated,
Ohio State and Alabama, that's what it is.
Any team that goes undefeated deserves that chance. I'm not going to rip that chance away from the Mississippi States and the James Madisons when they happen to go ahead and put together that season where they go 13-0, and we're staring at them going, "Oh, you can't get there because you're not an SEC team." Nah, we can't do that to these schools. When they go undefeated, they deserve a right to play that game. Now, if they get blown out, they get blown out.
Right.
If they get blown out tomorrow, then they don't deserve to.
Tommy, I'm totally with you. I'm totally with you in the next 2 years. But right now, it's only 4 teams in that. When they get to 10, 12, whatever they're going to do, I'm all about that.
There was only 2, and we've had worse matchups.
Asinine. That's redundant. Terrell, that's redundant.
Why is that redundant?
If an undefeated team right now is deemed good enough, let them play. Hashtag let them.
You deemed them good enough.
It doesn't.
What would they be, number 5? I mean,
who did they beat to get there, Swoll?
Where would you rank them?
The team they're playing, they had. Let's see. The Big 12 is.
I'm not saying the Big 12 is anything to
schedule. They have the 9th. Alabama has number 1. But
all right, I'll let that go. Let's move on. Let's move on to the championship games, because we see different. Now this game right here is going to be good because Utah's already beat them once, right? But all these other championship,
Utah's pretty tough.
All these other championship games that we see, they're not always equal. Can we get rid of the divisions? Can we get rid of the divisions and play like some kind of like you play half of this, half of this? Because Ohio State and Michigan not playing in the Big Ten championship game is absurd. To have Purdue playing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I didn't think there was a Big Ten championship game.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like I talked about before when Penn State had won the Big Ten championship and somebody else was off. You know what I mean? I think it's absurd. I think it's absurd.
I think it was the year we got in.
Can we get rid of that? The divisions, not the game itself. What do you think, Frank?
Okay.
It's tough because there's so many teams, especially in the SEC. It's going to be so many teams.
Yeah.
You can't.
I mean, when there's only 4 divisions, what you gonna do then?
Alabama's going to have to play Auburn every year.
Well, that's fine. So what? The 2 best teams in whatever league they're in should play for the championship.
But they're not all going to play each other. There's just too many teams.
So what? We can look at each conference and say who's the best 2 teams, right? Can we?
I mean, yeah, their criteria of getting people in the playoffs, I don't understand.
To me, that's like asking for 2 NFC teams to represent the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's
you can't do that. I mean, the respect of the conferences does give us a polarity.
No, I mean,
here's my question.
In the NFL, go ahead. NFL, I wish they would do away with if you win the division, you're in the playoffs.
Well, let me bounce off that, Tommy, because right now the NFC East can have every team in the playoffs.
Yeah,
every
and
team
the
can
NFC
make
South,
the playoffs. So why can't other 2 teams play each other?
I'm talking about the Super Bowl. That's like having 2.
I understand. I didn't say the championship game. I didn't say the championship game. I said the conference championship game.
That's the championship game.
No, that's the conference.
Not every team that wins the conference championship gets a chance. To go to the
so right now,
a lot of schools. That's the last.
Right now, the way the conference in the NFL, could the Eagles play Dallas in the NFC Championship game?
Yes.
Okay, they're in the same damn conference.
That would be like Ohio State, Michigan.
Hold on.
That would be like Ohio State, Michigan. It's got to happen every year. That's Alabama, Auburn. It's got to happen every year.
You're missing what I'm saying.
No, I've got the point. But what I'm trying to tell you is you can't skip the polarity. You can't skip that. And what that does, it also provides a leverage for a smaller school to want to join a larger conference and get their ass kicked 10 games a year. And that's really what it's there for. The divisions
can we
that
get
Purdue's playing is
realignment?
just so they'll get some TV.
Can we get realignment then?
Can
they change their realignment every 4, 5, 6 years?
That's politics.
Can we do that?
It is. There's so much money involved.
It would never.
They're out here trying to monopolize the whole thing anyway. What's the difference?
I'll say this:
I love the NIL.
I'm okay with certain conferences like the SEC having your divisions because it has that prestige about it. Each conference is powerful in its own right. The Big 12 never needed divisions. The Pac-12 sure as hell never needed divisions. And honestly, the Big 10 doesn't need divisions. But you have a powerhouse of a conference like the SEC. You have to have, Tommy said, polarity. You have to have your apples and your oranges in different baskets. Otherwise, you're going to end up with Alabama, LSU every year or Alabama whatever every year instead of Alabama, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Alabama, South Carolina. You have to have – I'm saying Alabama a lot. But whatever, you know what I mean? You have to have two different kinds of fucking teams in here, man.
And I'm with you with that part of it, but y'all know that shit ain't right. Alabama's probably the best team in the country.
I mean, I would say Georgia, but I think we're maybe second or third. Yeah,
I don't want to see TCU. That's gonna be like watching Notre Dame
because Georgia will end that. Georgia will end it by half.
That doesn't matter. TCU, it doesn't matter, dude. It's college football. We're here for it.
Influence the voters next year. Like, yeah, we know they ain't.
All right, well, let's get to something that does matter, Swoll Daddy. Thursday night football.
Jesus.
Thursday night football. Them Buffalo Bills went into Foxborough, right? Everybody was like, ooh, the Patriots could do this. Tell me what your thoughts were about that, Swoll.
Matt Patricia. Mac Jones is so mid, and our team
is it Mac Jones? Mac Jones.
Weren't you the one that was on Mac Jones by every?
Still love him. I'm just saying he's mid. Our whole team mid, except our defensive line. I'm just ready for next season. All right, I didn't even watch.
Might be worse.
Back half of the game, dude.
I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you with that next season. Tommy, what did you think about the game? What's your thoughts when you saw it?
I thought Josh Allen probably played one of those breakthrough games he needed, where he went into New England and he beat them at home. That's been something he struggled to do, is to win those big games on the road, and that was a big game for them on the road. That's the type of thing that they're going to need to do to Kansas City, and I hadn't seen it out of Josh consistently on the road. Now, on friendly environments, when he goes to Detroit, he tends to light them up. But when he faces a hostile environment, he's having some issues. I was happy to see that. So Josh Allen really impressed me as far as his leadership ability, his comeback ability. We know he's banged up, and we know his team needed him to win that game. He came into New England and won it.
What do you think, Brandon? Real quick.
This would have been my lock of the week. Patriots
you already missed your lock of the week. We'll get on the next episode, but go ahead.
No, that was last week. I'm saying if we would have picked them this week, but Jones isn't a problem. Let's just say someone might be a bit overrated when it comes to head coaching. That's all I'm going to say.
Hold on. Who's overrated?
Who's overrated?
Somebody who's done nothing since TV left.
It's been 3
Hold on.
What is Mac Jones and made a 6-5 team in that division?
Is overrated this year, Brandon?
Belichick took that
kind
team.
of overrated.
He was trash.
Okay, he was with the Jets. He got fired because he sucked.
Some old 13, 14, 20
inherited Bledsoe, couldn't do nothing. Got Brady.
That's not fair, Brandon. That's not
now.
Fair, dude.
I don't know about Belichick.
That's not fair, Brandon. That's not fair at all.
Winning the Super Bowl,
Jones to pass the ball.
All right, Swoll Daddy, your boy that you want to dismiss all of a sudden, Mac Jones, finally had an outburst on the sideline. Kendrick Bourne's out here yelling, talking about the play calling, talking about we got to scheme better. Has the not having a real offensive coordinator bit y'all in the ass when y'all had a chance to kind of maybe make the playoff?
Damn, we would make a decision to have one.
Can the Miami get muted for a second?
No, I'm just wondering. The head coach may have something to do with these things.
To berate me.
Who's not 80 years old.
Okay.
Go ahead, Swoll.
All I'm going to say is there is half a point there that since the greatest quarterback who's ever lived has moved on, there's been some big shoes to fill, and it's hard to fucking fill them.
I mean, last year y'all made the playoffs with Mac Jones.
Hold on.
Stop doing all that shit.
After coordinator has left, the expanding and leaving. There's a lot of pressure going on top. And, sooner or later, there will be vacancies made. There will be draft picks selected. Mac Jones may or may not be the quarterback next year.
He's the quarterback next year.
I don't know. He's the quarterback.
What?
I don't know.
I mean, you're giving him Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne to throw the ball to.
So why are you dogging the coach then, Brandon? Why are you dogging the coach then?
Who is making these decisions to bring them in? Who is drafting Cole Strange with the number 1 pick?
Cole Strange Cole Strange, as much as we bitched at that at the beginning of the year,
is that what they needed? Is that what they was missing?
Best guards in the league right now.
Is that what they were missing?
Solidified that line.
I would never
guards have slowly become very important in the past 3 years. It's crazy.
He couldn't block with his shit last
year. I understand that now.
All right, Tommy, you were hype. You were hype on the Bills. You were hype saying this. Are the Bills back now? Because the past couple of weeks we were kind of like.
You'll find out in 2 weeks.
Are they back now, Tommy, or what?
Who? The Bills? Oh yeah, they're as far as it's all been on Josh Allen's health. What I saw for 2 weeks was him. They were running a different game plan and keeping him safe. They are not running vertical routes, getting the second level to turn around, and when that second level turns around, Josh jets. And he hasn't been doing it for the last 2 weeks. I saw a little bit of it in New England, but it has been Singletary on the out has been that new thing to get that 6 yards. Oh, we're in a little trouble. Let me dump it. But it's Josh. Josh
never getting a bam catch.
They're not.
They found him a new RB1 too. I think last night.
No, I kind of sensed that coming all season. Singletary's contract didn't line up with their abilities.
So
James
Brandon, as a Dolphin fan, Brandon. Who needs to win a division more, the Bills or the Dolphins?
Because we're not definitely gonna make the playoffs. We got a tough stretch coming up, man.
Who needs to win the division?
We do, because we can't play. We can't go to Buffalo. We can't go. Yeah.
Why can't you?
We need a home. We're in the wrong division. That's why.
Swoll, over the next few years, you're dogging Mac Jones, whatever. People out here criticizing Belichick. Do you have faith in the next couple of years with your team going forward?
Look. There's no hiding it. There's no stuffing under the rug. Changes need to be made. I'm pretty certain in the next 2 to 3, Belichick's going to retire. Dude, I mean, come on. The writing's on the wall. He's getting old. I mean, fuck. Even Nick Saban's going to retire in the next 5. He's out. He's out. I mean, the era of their coaching is coming to a close. We're seeing that. I'll give Mac Jones 2 more years before I lose complete faith.
Yeah, I mean, he's his second year. You can't.
That's what you got with him. You got 2 years.
Exactly. What did they give it? What did they give it?
He has nothing really to work with. So let's give him 2 more years and see what he does.
All right, bet.
I'm tripping.
Enough of that division. I am anxious to see who's going to win that division, though. Speaking of another division, Tommy, Lamar, that's your baby. That's your boy. The Bengals are coming like I said they would, and the Bengals are coming to win that division. Lamar's got injuries after injuries after injuries. They lose another tough game in the final, how many seconds? 15 seconds of the game. Again. Lamar okay, so then he wants to put out some Twitter stuff, right?
Oh, I didn't see.
Did you see his tweet?
I haven't.
I ain't heard about it.
Dogging the dude that said he never sniffed a football field, and then he has some anti-gay semantics.
Oh yeah.
Why is there no punishment for him for that?
I didn't see it. I'd have to see exactly what he said.
Well, I'm telling you what he said.
I mean, did he? Yeah,
I don't care. Kyrie's put up a movie poster.
No, Kyrie didn't apologize when it came out the second time.
He shouldn't have to apologize.
I'm not saying he shouldn't have. I'm not saying whether he should or shouldn't have. But what he got punished for was not following the company line. Let's get it straight. Kyrie did not get punished for anti-Semitism. Kyrie got punished for not following what the NBA told him to do.
Or
that's what he got punished for.
Or is the Ravens?
So the difference between Lamar Jackson is if they would have came out and said, Lamar, you got to pay this fine, and he said, fuck your fine, I ain't paying it. Now he's suspended.
Is it because the Ravens know
that's what Kyrie did?
Suspend him because they might not be able to keep his ass.
But the NFL
as much as I hate it, the big business is what suspended Kyrie. Not
Michael Sam got drafted, and some Dolphin players tweeted faggot, whatever.
Yes.
They fine and suspend us.
Fine
they
and
can't
suspended.
do shit.
This dude, and he was defiant. He said, I'm not taking it off Twitter. He waited a whole day before he took it off Twitter.
True.
I'm just saying. There's something to that. And we're gonna get to it when we get to the quarterbacks because he's out of Baltimore.
Yeah, he's out
of there. All right, Massage My Watson. I'm sorry, I thought you only won one game.
That whole
Apparently,
team.
you've won 3 games. Sorry, and you beat Dion. She's ready to stab your ass. But anyway, Watson returns to Houston.
Hell yeah.
What is something that you want to see happen, Swoll?
Dude, okay. After spending Thanksgiving in Houston, I want to roll into fucking town and drop 405 with 4 touchdowns and 1 rushing touch. Dude, and I'm calling.
Are you hating on Houston like it, right?
I'm calling it. I want him to wipe the floor with the Texans because he will.
You think he will? He played, 2.5 years?
Bills is garbage. Their defense is garbage.
That's true.
Games.
Yeah.
Cleveland's nothing to shine a shoe over, but goddamn, the Texans are terrible. And I can't wait for Watson to massage himself all over the Texans logo.
Brandon, what do you want to happen in this game?
I want him to get a rectal exam from the Texans. And I believe it will happen. I believe they will beat the Browns.
Win?
I do.
We'll talk about it on the next episode when we do the Elite Series.
Oh, Brandon, I might
fail miserably.
Tommy,
I don't know,
this game, what is your one thought process when you think about this game? Nobody's thinking about the fans, the girls, nothing. We're thinking about
that's where my only thought process is if I had the ability, if I was coaching, I thought I could I can pay the fine. I'm not going to lose my job over this. Who's my third string defensive tackle going to grab by the basements?
Word.
I don't care about gate, whatever.
As long as it don't come out that you had them do it.
We're gonna and I want everybody on our team. We don't do nothing. We don't. Oh my God! We just line up and get ready for the next snap because we knew this was going down. It's the same deal when a guy walks into the pod and you know what he did. He needs hit.
Yeah,
and I think every team needs a swing.
Do you think anything bad?
Don't even acknowledge what he did.
I'm worried that somebody might be some cheap type
no
shit.
Judge called it a monster.
Or the women that are coming to the game.
What?
Are y'all worried anything can happen with that?
I have a feeling they won't let them in.
Women are all talk.
That might make it worse, Brandon.
Come on.
What do you say?
You won't hear about it.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you say?
Women are all talk.
Women are all talk, dude. They ain't gonna do shit.
Oh yeah.
Much.
Tommy's like, I ain't saying shit. Val's right around the corner. But Tommy's like, Val's right around the corner.
Mine's asleep. That's why I can say that.
Dude, look.
So your boy Tommy, Aaron Rodgers says, no matter what his ribs are, what his thumb is, he's playing. Why is he playing, Tommy?
Because he needs that game. I mean, it's a bad game for him. Because of where it's at. Because of who it's against.
Because he
owns them.
Yeah, because he owns them, quote unquote, and he doesn't want to lose this crown. I think it's also a marker game for him. I'm a little worried we could be seeing the last ride of Aaron Rodgers through Green Bay, and not because he wants it. He's looking at it like, I'm not going out a loser, and you guys lose.
He's going to go out a loser.
Well, no, if we can win this game versus Green Bay, I'm not convinced you can do it for me next year, and I'm out.
He's a bum.
So, what do you think? Why is Aaron Rodgers playing?
Current MVP.
He don't want to finish the game. He wants to complain about everything.
2-time MVP.
Rodgers, he's a fucking bum, dude. He's a fucking.
That's like me saying Tom Brady's a bum.
No, it's not.
Brandon,
it's close. Brandon, it's not even close, bro. Come on. Brandon, come on, dude.
Rodgers a bum, and Deshaun Watson to come out here and like he's great.
No, I didn't say he was great.
Losing record.
No. I said I want Deshaun.
What's the reason that Aaron Rodgers is playing?
Aaron Rodgers is a bum.
Why is he playing though?
Because he wants to stroke himself. He wants to, whatever.
Because it's his job.
60 million.
I own whatever. Fuck him though. Fuck him.
Brandon, ain't nothing about Jordan Love in this conversation. Because Jordan Love looked hard to me when he was out
Jordan
there.
Love's going to run for 200 yards in this game.
He did look good, but it's a small sample size late in the game. That's
There's a shell defense. I mean,
so we're not looking at Jordan Love's nothing.
Christian Watson is that dude. I think if he'd have been there the whole year, it might be different.
He was there the whole year.
He was hurt for he missed 4 games.
A week or two.
Like
the first game of the year, he dropped a touchdown pass, dude.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He's been there. Aaron Rodgers ain't want to give nobody no love about nothing. These guys have
they
been
simplified his route structure. Supposedly, after that one wide receiver went down, they simplified the route structure.
So he's a retard. No.
All right, so look, I gave y'all a list. I gave y'all a list of quarterbacks. We're not gonna go through all of these. I want to know if there's anybody on that list that I gave y'all that will be out of the league. Did anybody have anybody
out of the league?
Go ahead,
I got you know me. I got a few.
Trubisky. Listen to it again. I don't think any of them.
Who?
I don't think it was
Trubisky, second string XFL.
You got Trubisky out of the league.
Out the league. Second string XFL. I got Matt Ryan out the league. He's going to
retire.
He's gone. Nobody wants him. He'll be a coach.
Who else?
I've got who was the other one out the league?
I don't know. Ryan's the only one I had out of the league.
I got Ryan and
because of retire. I got a lot of them switching places.
Wentz out.
You had Wentz out of the league too.
I can't see Wentz start. I got him as a backup.
He can be a backup
or out the league.
All right, go ahead, Brandon. Anybody out of the league?
Matt Ryan, I think probably should.
Is he going to retire though?
He should.
Go ahead, Swoll. Anybody out of the league?
I think Heineke's gone, dude.
Heineke? How's he out of the league?
Heineke is 7-0 against the spread, baby.
No, they're going to
get out of the league, dude.
Getting replaced. He's getting replaced.
He's going to Minnesota. He's going to back up Cousins.
No, dude.
Replace him.
He might.
I think I might know who's going there to replace him.
All right, so look. Now I want to know who's going to be a starter on another team. You got anybody, Swoll?
A few.
You ain't even write the shit down. You don't know, Swoll.
It's a few.
Oh, I'm thinking.
All right, let's go to Brandon and while you thinking. Go ahead, Brandon.
I think Jared Goff can be
all
a
right,
starter.
Jared Goff, switching teams. Where's he going?
Maybe your boys.
That's who I got. I got Washington getting him.
Because he's easy to cut.
Yep.
I got Ryan Tannehill starting somewhere else next year.
I do too.
Who else you got? Where you got him going?
I got him going to possibly the Saints,
Giants,
or Bucks.
Giants,
Saints or Bucks. I had Ryan Tannehill going to the Rams.
And I got old boy Jimmy G being a Giant or a Colt.
I got Jimmy G as a Colt. I think
I could see that, but Daniel Jones is staying a Giant
as a backup, maybe.
No,
you know where Jimmy G's going? He's not
going to be a starter.
Jimmy G's going to Houston.
I think Bryce goes to Houston if they get that.
They'll dump $35 million on Jimmy G just like they did Brock Osweiler. Houston.
I think they're drafting.
They have capital to draft a quarterback.
Yeah, they're getting young.
They've never proven to me they can handle that.
Drafting
one good player, and that's it. And I don't think they're going to put it on another QB. That's Houston's MO is to draft that one good guy.
Maybe Washington takes a run at Mills or something.
So anybody say Derek Carr going anywhere?
Yes, man. Yes. He's easy to cut too.
Where's Derek Carr going?
He's not easy to cut. He just got a contract extension.
Yeah, it only costs him like $13 million if they cut him next year.
I thought it was like 30.
Nah, after June. Yeah, the dead cap is not much.
I got Derek Carr going to the Vikings.
I can see him with the Jets.
Kirk Cousins going to the Colts. Jimmy G going to the Saints.
Jimmy G and Saints could go. Yeah.
Ooh. I got Jimmy G and he's going to Houston. What about Tannehill going to the Giants and giving some
Daniel Jones. Stay there. I think
Daniel Jones would be a
goes on a
perfect
franchise
backup to
year,
Josh Allen.
and you got to give him a threat. On a franchise year, you've got to give a quarterback behind him a threat to start because you're pushing it now. If you're franchising,
is Tannehill going to make you a threat
to Daniel Jones? That's yeah.
I guess Lamar Jackson will be a Lion, and the Lions will give him $250 million guaranteed because they have to because they're the Lions, like Cleveland did with Deshaun Watson. What do y'all think about that?
I think they draft the quarterback.
You think they draft?
Dude, there's
Jameson Williams
that are draftable, really. I mean,
yeah, there is. The Kentucky quarterback is legit, man. He can play.
Damn.
They
played in a top-heavy SEC East, bro. No,
And he did good.
You're good. All right, Swoll, since you're on here, I want a little baseball real quick. Yeah, we know DeGrom just signed with the Rangers.
Ooh, how you
5
feel
years,
about
185. But I think, see, you're making fun of the Mets. I think we did that so we have all the money in the world for Aaron Judge.
That's what I was
Aaron
thinking.
Judge is going to be a Yankee, bro.
Yeah, I'm scared he's going to the Dodgers or the Mets.
I think we getting him.
He's not. He's not going to the Dodgers. He's not.
It's the Mets.
No, the Yankees are going to pay him $300 over whatever.
But they could have done that last year.
We already offered it to him. We offered him $300 over $8 million. Or 8 years. $300 million over 8 years.
He's going to take it.
The Giants are also offering the same contract.
When you have a chance to get somebody and fluff them up, and you don't, they leave, just like Lamar Jackson's going to leave. All right, so here's my question. Gaylord Perry. Y'all might not be old enough to know who Gaylord Perry is.
Yeah.
He made the Hall of Fame. He was known cheater in baseball. No cheater with the spitter and all this shit. Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens is up for the Hall of Fame again.
They ain't letting them in.
They probably won't get in
again.
And
it's bullshit.
But here's my thing, though. Should they get in? Because we know all these cheaters in baseball, and they let all these people in.
What do y'all think? The best baseball player ever is not in the Hall of Fame.
Who is that, Brandon?
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose. You mean the best?
No,
all-around baseball player.
You think he's the best all-around player over Willie Mays?
My opinion, yeah. I was a Pete Rose fan, but anyway, played every position. Played every position.
Let's be for real, though.
Played every position.
I mean,
Bonds,
that's tough. Barry Bonds
never
tested
positive
baseball
for
player
anything.
ever.
Never tested positive for any drug.
Never did.
So how is he a cheater?
Just
Bonds is one of the most amazing
humans
I've ever seen in play.
Steroids cannot make you improve hand-eye coordination and hit a baseball. He was doing it with the Pirates. He did it with the Giants.
Yeah. What do you think, Tommy? You agree they should be in?
I had the pleasure to watch him play in Camden, Bonds, and it was the most amazing thing that I've ever seen a single player do. Was his batting warm up?
He was my favorite player for long.
There was no swing that was like that. It was like he was just punching the ball at wherever he wanted to. So
and Swoll, you're a Patriot fan. So what about Clemens? That's at Boston. What about Clemens? Shouldn't he be here too?
But I do agree.
I know you're a Yankee fan, but he was with y'all won a ring too. I mean,
no, that would help a pitcher more than a hitter. I think steroids.
I think so too.
Yeah, no, but hey, me personally, I think PEDs in any non-contact sport or non-combat sport should be allowed. So I'm for Bonds.
Non-combat,
Clemens, throw them motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame. They did what they did for baseball, regardless if they were on juice or not. They gave fans a great show. They gave kids a great viewing.
They made baseball fun for a little bit.
Yeah, they made it fun. Fucking put them in, dude.
I know. I wasn't watching that shit that McGuire and Sosa was talking about.
I watched it.
Sosa had to cork the
I'm a Griffey fan. Griffey was my dude, you know what I mean? But
Griffey's the best.
Griffey's my guy. That swing was beautiful.
Sweetest.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
speaking of beautiful, this guy thinks he's fucking beautiful. Deion Sanders. I'm not even gonna get into the HBCU aspect of it, but Colorado or Cincinnati, that's his top picks. Where's the best place for him to coach? Go ahead, Tommy. Where's the best place?
Colorado, baby. We giving you $5 million. Come on down. We need the help.
Come on over here and lose.
It's straight up in shambles. Whatever you do is a positive. You come to Colorado, and whatever you do is positive.
Colorado's
and they're willing to make you the face of the franchise. You can ask for no bigger stage right now at your level.
No bigger stage? Go ahead, Brandon. Give him a bigger stage, Brandon. Where should he go?
Well, apparently UCF is interested, but he wants control.
Offered it too.
He wants control over their stadium build and design. Like, come on, dude. Come on, Prime. We know the only reason you got the best players in HBCU schools is because of who you are.
Exactly.
That's why you won. We don't know if you can really coach. I'm sure you can coach a little, but
I'll do you one better. I think this guy belongs in Miami. I think this guy.
You can't put this dude in Miami.
No, bro. He would.
Florida State, maybe.
At school.
Florida State's the answer, Brandon.
Fucking 9, bro.
Florida State's not where he's going, though. Not yet.
They just hired a coach.
Chains on. Fucking Catholics versus convicts again. He'd have that shit.
He's a big Christian, dude. He's not doing that.
He would, Swoll Daddy. Swoll Daddy. I missed you so much, Swoll. I have missed you so much. But then I remembered how much all the asinine shit you say on this show, dude. Are you Miami, dude?
Yeah, dude, I want him in Miami so bad. I want him in Miami so bad.
Think about Miami. It's Florida State. Florida State.
Yeah, anywhere, but I think he should stay where he's at another couple years, man.
He's doing things to leave Jackson State right now. He's staying. He's
leaving Jackson State. He's
definitely leaving, dude.
He'll leave.
He's unbalancing the system
up to his recruits and everything else.
He's unbalancing the system in black college
because he's getting everybody.
Too many good players over there.
Name, like Brandon said. That's all it is.
You got to get out before he.
All right, look, we got 3 minutes
schools
left.
Take note.
3 minutes left.
Yeah.
We talk about the XFL being like, a minor league for the NFL, which I think is good for like quarterbacks to go train, get better, things like that. As a fan of the NFL and watching Tommy's coach and other coaches like Jeff Saturday, can these coaches do some XFL type shit, please? We're hiring all these guys.
Well, yeah,
we're hiring all these guys. Harbaugh for the Ravens keeps getting by with all this bullshit. He's not a great coach, dude. He keeps blowing all kinds of things. You know what I mean? Kingsbury never won shit. He's still keeping his job. LaFleur showing what he was, and Todd Bowles is going to get the raw end of the deal because of Tom Brady and his marital status and all this crap. He'll get fired and never get an opportunity.
I like Todd Bowles.
You know what I'm saying? But he's going to get a raw end of the deal. You watch and see. And I heard people on our text group saying Mike Tomlin's on the hot seat. What?
Yes.
But why would he not?
He's on the hot seat, Tommy.
So is Harbaugh.
Win.
Why is Mike Tomlin on the hot seat?
The amount of years.
Same reason.
The amount of years.
Well, he should be.
He's won rings. It's going to be his first year under.
I agree with you. But
fire Mike Tomlin. Never be fired.
Tomlin and Harbaugh will consistently be on the hot seat every year because of the amount of years they've been with.
No, Tomlin will never.
Let me ask you something, Tommy. If Mike Tomlin was white, would you be saying that?
If what?
If he was a white guy?
Oh my Lord! Don't ever ask me that
question. I'm not going to ask you. I'm talking about Tommy. I know you love the Browns. Tommy,
I didn't know.
I know you love the Browns. What I'm saying is because you see these black coaches getting fired over the dumbest shit. Mike Tomlin.
I'm doing it strictly on. I'm doing on strictly as.
He won't be fired because he's black.
He's been there too long.
He won't be fired.
And as a franchise, if you want to change, you've got to look to where you can make the biggest impact sometimes. And the biggest impact right now inside the Steelers organization, if you're going to make it change, is Mike Tomlin.
Is getting an offensive line fixed.
20 years. If you're going to say, I need to change what we're doing fundamentally, the answer is Mike Tomlin is the easiest thing to do in Steelers. Harbaugh is the easiest thing to do in Baltimore, not Jackson.
But nobody's talking about Harbaugh.
The easiest thing to do in New England.
Because they both won Super Bowls.
Would you take him as your coach?
Oh, hell yeah. God, right now.
Take me right now to coach them over.
You talking about Hackett.
Would you take Mike Tomlin, Tommy?
Not if we had Evero as our head coach.
Yo, Rellism Raw Sports Talk, episode 142. December 15th, McAdoo's. December 15th, McAdoo's live show. We're going to turn up. Man, people's going to come out. Appreciate it. Let me know who's coming on. Episode 2, the Elite's coming on. Checking out the next week. Locks, fantasy picks, and pickups. We're going to talk about what happened last week. Appreciate all y'all. Welcome back, Swoll. Brandon, Tommy, let's get it in next episode.
All right.
Love y'all, fellas. All right.
All right. Roll Tide there, Swoll.
Come on, USC shit.